Good afternoon and welcome back to the Convocation Center as our men's Gold Rush get ready to face off against Louisiana Christian men's Wildcats. The clock rolls down to 0. Both teams are getting ready to come onto the court. Introduce the starting lineup for this afternoon.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Convocation Center on the campus of Xavier University for Game 2 of our doubleheader, featuring your Gold Rush taking on Louisiana Christian, the Wildcats. And now, introducing the starting lineups for this afternoon's Game 2. First, the visitors from Louisiana Christian. Starting at guard, number 1, Connor Deschamps. At the other guard, number 21, Omarion Lassar. At center, number 22, Jude Akobuzi. At forward, number 23, Branthony Brown. And at guard, number 35, is Gary Smith. The head coach of the Wildcats, Rennie Mason. His assistant coach is Zach Burrows. The graduate assistant is KJ Bilbo.
As we get ready to call our starting lineup for the home team. Excited to play here again at home. The men suffered an upset against LSU Alexandria here on Thursday night. They were leading by almost 20 points in the second half of the match, but LSUA persevered and continued to come back to then win here at home in the Convocation Center, 78-76. J.D. Allen was one of the key scorers for LSU Alexandria as they were able to get the game back. He had a 3 to tie up the game, 76-76, to be able to bring the team back, change momentum for the team as they were steadily fighting the whole time to get back. Now here today, Gold Rush are trying to get the dub back here at home. For our starting lineup, TJ Jones coming onto the ground, the 5A graduate student for Opelousas, Louisiana, the guard. Number 23, 6'1" junior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, guard. 23, Lance Williams. Number 13, 6'7" senior from Murphy, Texas, forward, Corey Wells.
At center,
6'9" junior from Clarksville, Tennessee, forward Jaquan Ewing. Transfer coming in from Southern University here on the team. Already made his impact here on the floor, playing strong in these first couple of matches that he's had here playing for the Gold Rush already. Last but not least, Jeremy Lindsay, 5'11" senior from Covington, Louisiana, the guard. Those are your starting 5 as we start this afternoon. TJ Jones is the reigning Red River Athletic Conference Player of the Week. Again, with some of his stats, he is 4th here in XULA history with 490 career assists. Coming to this game, they're trying to avoid consecutive losses. From Thursday's loss, they lose again today. It'll be their first time since November of 2020 when they'll have consecutive losses. And it would also be the first time they have consecutive losses here at home since November 2018. So they're definitely trying to stop that today. Gold Rush are coming in with a record of 9-3, 5-2 in the Red River Athletic Conference, while the Louisiana Christian Wildcats are coming into the game 3 of 10 and 1 of 6 in Red River Athletic Conference, similar to the women's team. Louisiana Christian has lost the 5 straight games. Have lost 5 straight in 9 of its last 10 games. Jaquan Ewing is ready to get up. Possession goes into the Wildcats for the tip-off. Number 1, Connor Deschamps. Turnover, Corey Wells able to get the ball back. Lance Williams falling to the floor, getting it back over to Wells before it's turned back over. TJ Jones trying to control the floor. Trying to find a man open. Corey Wells goes inside, passes Jaquan Ewing. Goes up and slams it down.
Jaquan Ewing, timeout.
Timeout already called by the Wildcats, with the first score of the game scored 2-0. Marion Lazard trying to inbound the ball. The ball goes back over to the Gold Rush. Is number 35, Gary Smith, 6'2" junior from Prairieville, Louisiana. Tries to get the ball back over, goes out of bounds. Your men's referees for this afternoon are Ryan Larry, Joe Guyton, and Stefan Greenhouse. Ball goes far into the backcourt. Lance Williams passing it over to Jeremy Lindsay. TJ Jones back to Lindsay, who makes a pump fake. Has to go back outside, getting defended heavily, turns the ball over. Number 21, Amarian Lazard, gets the ball back. Whistle blows.
It's a foul on the play. The foul is assessed against the Gold Rush. Lance Williams assessed with the foul, his first personal, first team foul.
Lance Williams gets called for the first foul for the Gold Rush. Lazard inbounds it to Connor DeJean. DeJean trying to get around, defended by Corey Wells and Jones. Going to the corner, trying to get past Lindsay. Foul gets called. And Jeremy Lindsay, number 21, Amarian Lazard, tries to get around under the basket.
This first personal, a second team foul.
Ball goes up. Lindsay contested. Foul gets called again on Jeremy Lindsay, his second.
And the foul goes against number 5, Jeremy Lindsay. That's his second personal and the third team foul. Shooting at the line.
First free throw missed by Lazard.
Lazard with one more shot.
Both shots missed by Lazard. Gold Rush are going to take it out the sideline. Jeremy Lindsay inbounds it to Lance Williams. Wells shoots it over. TJ Jones goes back outside to Lindsay, who shoots for three. Just misses it, goes outside the rim. Louisiana Christian mishandles it, almost going out of bounds. Goes inside. Akabuze gets the score. 6'8" senior center. Coming from Anambra State, Nigeria. Timeout getting taken. Score now 2-2 in this first half. Timeout ending. TJ Jones. Ewing with the screen. Goes over to Corey Wells, who goes inside. Muscles the ball in. Some contact on the inside. Able to still get the score. DeJohn loses the ball. Corey Wells is able to take it. Goes off of the gold rush. Gets turned over to the Wildcats. Wells wanted the foul called. Jathan Ross now checking into the game. Number 22. Kabuse now checking in for the Wildcats. Smith inbounding it. Goes inside, defended heavily. Able to get the score. Lassard gets the score. Tying it up 4-4. Jones. Lance Williams trying to drive inside, puts it up. Rolls off the rim as he tries to go for two. John passing it over to Lassard. Knocked away by Jaquan Ewing. Two subs now coming in. Number 32, DJ Morgan, 6'7" senior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And number 22, sophomore, 6'5" guard, Torrin Bell. Ref having to come over, call the ball, and Torrin Bell and number 23, Branthony Brown, before the ball had gotten play. Both teams already very eager to be aggressive in this game. One shot on the clock. Shot clock violation by the Wildcats. Gary Smith wasn't aware how much time was on the clock, and that ball goes back over to the Gold Rush. Jathan Ross trying to find back open, trying to get around, passes it inside to DJ Morgan, goes to Torrin Bell, shoots for two, goes off the rim. Wildcats get the rebound. John trying to get around. No one watching the ball, goes out of bounds.
Gold Rush ball.
Gets past all the defenders. Gold Rush get the ball. Ross goes inside to DJ Morgan, who shoots for two. Banks it in.
DJ Morgan, 14.
Tight defense. Gary Smith trying to drive inside, pulls up for two. Jathan Ross with the rebound. Lance Williams goes to the corner to Torrin Bell, fakes it, goes back out to Williams. DJ Morgan on the inside. TJ Jones shoots for three. Off the rim. DJ Morgan fighting for the rebound. Goes back out to Jones. Ball punched off of Gary Smith. Gold Rush get the ball back.
Number 10, Future. Gold Rush ball.
Substitution made for the Wildcats. Goes back in, DJ Morgan with the ball, goes under the basket for Lance Williams. Tries to fight to get inside. Lassard almost loses the hand on the ball. Goes to Gary Smith, who shoots a long three, banks it,
Basket 320 from number 35 of the Wildcats, Smith.
Ball almost gets lost. TJ Jones is able to get it back. Goes to the corner. Jathan Ross shoots for three. Banks it.
Jay Ross for three.
Jathan Ross able to answer with three of his own. Gold rush up by 2. Charge called. DJ Morgan able to draw the foul.
That foul is assessed against number 21.
Lassard gets called on the foul.
First team foul.
Goes back to the corner. Jathan Ross shoots again for 3 off the rim. Akabuze gets the rebound. Gary Smith wanting the ball, trying to get it open. Goes over the head. Ball gets lost, goes back in the hand of Dejan. Dejan pulls up for 2.
Basket by the Wildcats, number 1, Dejan.
Goes inside to Torian Bell. Bell goes back out to Lance Williams. Inside to DJ Morgan. Goes up, tries to get the foul called, able to put it up. Get another 2. Dejan trying to get past TJ Jones. Trying to stay steady on defense. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Goes inside. Lance Williams with the mismatch.
Basket by the Wildcats. Kabuzi.
Foul made. Number 35, Gary Smith of the Wildcats. 3 subs each. Wildcats get called in. Number Caleb Huggins, number 33. Jaquan Ewing. And Corey Wells also checking into the match.
Rome, number 14.
Ball goes far out. Corey Wells having to get it from the backcourt. Goes to Jones. Ross is open. Pulls up for 3. Banks it.
That's a 3.
No, a 3 for Jathan Ross.
For 3.
Xavier back up by 3. They were tied 11-11. Jathan Ross with 3 able to extend the lead 14-11. Gary Smith pulling up for a long 3 himself, going off the rim. Jathan Ross gets the rebound, but it goes back into the hands of the Wildcats. Frederick Shields able to get the rebound. Smith trying to fight and go in. Another rebound made. Jaquan Ewing goes around the back, passes it over to Jathan Ross, back to Ewing. Ball gets lost. Goes back over to the Wildcats. Sub being made, number 14, Glenn Roan, 6'5" senior from New Orleans, Louisiana. Glenn Roan now checking to the match. Wells trying to play tight on Shields. Goes back out to number 10, DeMarcus Fugit. Ewing gets called from the foul.
Ewing, number 12.
Trying to get around. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. It's the Gold Rush ball.
Gold Rush get the ball back.
Lance Williams returns into the lineup for your Gold Rush.
Lance Williams now back onto the floor. Judah Capuzzi now back on the floor for the Wildcats. Roan passes it back to Williams. Roan tries to go inside to Ewing. Gets turned over. McGee tries to go over, goes back outside to Gary Smith, who banks a three. Gary Smith makes another three-pointer for the Wildcats. Jathan Ross with his own three, tries to return it. Ewing falling to the floor, trying to get it. Out of bounds called on the Wildcats. Goes back into the hands of the Gold Rush. Score is 14-14 here in the first half. Jathan Ross defended heavily, trying to get to that corner to shoot his three. Goes back over to Ross, trying to go around. Brown goes inside to Corey Wells, who shoots for two, misses it, but trying to get his own rebound. Ball goes back to the Wildcats.
Substitution in for the Gold
Number
Rush.
0, Tracy Steele, now checking into the match.
Steele. Wildcats ball.
McGee passing it over to number 24, Shields. Gary Smith taking another three off the rim. Jaquan Ewing is able to get the rebound. Williams charging, gets fouled.
No basket. Foul goes against the Wildcats. Number 11, John Clarius McGee.
TJ Jones checking back into the match. Foul called on number 11, John Quarius McGee, 6'2" guards, junior from Opelousas, Louisiana. Inbounded, goes to Jones. Jones passes it over to Williams. Long two from Williams, and he banks it.
The two-pointer from Lance Williams.
Goes inside, loses the ball. McGee gets it back, goes high. Kabize is able to get the ball back, return it for his team. Gold Rush lose handle of the ball. Wildcats are able to get the ball back and convert. 3-point by Tracy Steele. Goes off the rim. Wells is able to rebound. TJ Jones trying to find someone open. 8 seconds on the shot clock. TJ Jones crosses over, shoots up for three, and makes it. TJ Jones very strong, trying to get past two defenders. Able to go between his legs and make the three-pointer. Great read for TJ Jones to see that opening. Akabuze able to return it for the Wildcats.
Number 22.
Wells loses hand, gets tipped off the hand of the Wildcats. Goes back to the subs. Subs now coming in. Number 34, Parker Batterton, 6-foot freshman coming in. And number 32, DJ Morgan coming back on the floor for the Gold Rush. Wildcats trying to get their lineup ready on the floor. Got to go back out to the backcourt. Jones trying to get around Batterton. Pulls up for three. Banks it. Another three-pointer for TJ Jones. TJ able to extend the lead by 4. Scores 22-18 in this first half. McGee trying to get around. Passes it over. Batterton gets blocked by Steele. Batterton gets the ball back. Fugate has 4 seconds on the clock. Puts up a 3. Goes back into the hands of Wildcat. Gary Smith misses again. DJ Morgan now able to get the rebound for the Gold Nuggets. Lance Williams pushes it back out to Wells. Lance Williams shooting for 3. Bounces off the rim. Fugate is able to get the rebound. Batterton goes around Tracy Steele, goes underneath, passing it over to Brown. Shields has to go back out. Trying to get around, trying to push through Corey Wells. He's still there. McGee trying to get around. 7 seconds on the clock. Pulls up for a long 2. Fades away and is able to get it. Corey Wells goes up with the right hand off the rim. Batterton is able to get the rebound. McGee. Trying to control the floor right now. Trying to find a way to get past. Tracy Steele trying to stay on McGee. Pass out, shooting for 3. 3 made by number 24, Frederick Shields. 6'3" sophomore from New Orleans, Louisiana. Louisiana Christian now takes the lead, 23-22. Ball back out to Lance Williams, who shoots for 3 and banks it in. A lot of subs looking to come in for the Gold Rush and for the Wildcats. Batterton trying to get past Williams. Pass over, open lane. TJ Jones jacks it away from McGee, passing it over to Lance Williams. Lance goes to the corner. Tracy Steele shooting for 3. Gets fouled by number 24, Frederick Shields.
It's against the Wildcats. And the foul goes against number 23, Brown. His first personal, team foul number 4. It's a 2-shot foul at the line.
Excuse me, Anthony Brown gets called for the foul. Tracy Steele gets to shoot for 3.
Shooting for the Gold Rush will be Tracy Steele.
First one goes in.
Substitutions are in.
3 subs are in for the Gold Rush. Number 4, Corey Dunning coming in. Number 22, Torin Bell. And number 5, Jeremy Lindsay checking into the match for the Gold Rush.
Returns into the lineup for the Gold Rush. Number 22, Torin Bell, also returning into the lineup.
Steele making his 3rd. Jathan Ross now checking into the match for Steele.
In the lineup for your Gold Rush. Wildcats ball.
Trying to double team, apply pressure inside. dunk made. Back of Use. Open basket. Jathan Ross goes up off the glass and lays it in.
Yes.
Trying to double team in the backcourt. Gary Smith open, shoots for three. Goes off the rim. Lazard goes under Takabize. Goes in, gets the score.
Basket by the Wildcats. Lazard.
Jathan Ross goes to the corner to Williams, who tries to go around under the basket. Blocking foul gets called. Lance Williams.
Against number 22. His first team foul, number 5.
Holding on to his right knee, limping off a bit before he has to inbound the ball.
Gold Rush ball out of bounds.
Jaquan Ewing checking into the match. Trying to find someone open. Jeremy Lindsay gets the pass. Goes off the hand of Gary Smith. Gold Rush are able to get it back. Williams passes it over to Jathan Ross, who gets blocked by number 10, DeMarcus Fugit. Gary Smith goes under, passes it back out to Lazard. Almost gets the steal, chasing it down. Falling to the floor. Dijon now open, trying to go to Round. A lot of aggressive play trying to fall into the floor.
Sub is in for the Gold Rush.
TJ Jones now checking in.
TJ Jones returns.
Jump ball called, possession goes to Gold Rush. Torin Bell inbounding the ball to TJ Jones. Less than 3 minutes to go. Xavier leading by 3, scored 30-27. Torin Bell trying to get around. Lindsay going inside, floats it up and gets it in.
Jeremy Lindsay.
Passed over to Fugit. Gary Smith. Jeremy Lindsay almost tries to get it away. Goes up and under the basket.
Foul on the play.
Lazard gets fouled.
And the foul goes against the Gold Rush. Number 22, Torin Bell's first personal. Team foul number 5. Lazard with one more shot.
Lazard makes the first shot. Corey Wells, Tracy Steele now checking in.
Steele. Substitution in the lineup.
Second one goes in. TJ Jones pulls up for a long three. Bounces off the rim, fighting to get the rebound. Lassard passes it over. Fugate trying to find someone open. Passes it over to number 15. Drew Teague. Goes inside. Ewing tries to get the block. Gets called for the block. Gets called for a foul.
Against the Gold Rush. That foul was assessed against number 12, Jaquan Ewing, his second personal and the 6th team foul. 2 shots at the line for the Wildcats.
Wildcats get 2 shots at the line. Shot missed. DJ Morgan now checking in.
DJ Morgan returns, number 32.
Second shot goes in. Louisiana Christian now within 3, score 32-29. Steele trying to get around, tries to go back inside, off the hands of the Wildcats. Fuse able to get the rebound. Spin, Fugate tries to go around. And one.
The foul goes against the Gold Rush.
Excuse me, charge called on the Wildcats. Goes back into the hands of the Gold Rush.
That foul goes against number 10, Fusion. His first, team foul number 6.
1 minute to go in this first half. Xavier leading by 3. Very aggressive to start off this game. TJ Jones, long 3. Off the rim. Wells trying to tip it back up. Goes off his hand, goes into the hands of the Wildcats. T with the ball, passes it over to Fugate. Pulls up, goes off the glass. Lazard gets 2, 17 seconds on the clock. Louisiana Christian down by 1. Less than 10 to go. TJ Jones with the ball in his hand. Trying to get one last score for this possession. Jathan Ross tries to go around, whips it back out to DJ Morgan, who pulls up for 3. Goes off the rim. Tracy Steele not able to get it up in time.
And that's the
end of the half. Scored 32-31. Jude, number 22, Akivize, is leading with 13 points, 6 for 6 with his field goals. Jathan Ross is leading for the Gold Rush with 8 points. Shooting 2 for 5 with his 3-point shooting this afternoon and 3 for 6 in field goals in general. We'll be back with more basketball in the next 15 minutes. The Wildcats are going to kick off the second half with the ball. Gary Smith is going to inbound it. Gary Smith actually used to play for the Gold Rush before he transferred over to Louisiana Christian. Dijon trying to get open. Akabize gets another score, leading his team now with 15 points, 7 for 7 with field goals. Jeremy Lindsay taking the corner three. Corey Wells goes up to get the rebound, floats it up with the right hand, puts it in. Corey Wells with the score. Akabize also has 6 rebounds. Gary Smith, long three, off the rim, rebounded by Corey Wells. TJ Jones, high pass to Jaquan Ewing. Ewing trying to muscle, goes to the corner. Jay Lindsay open for three, banks it. Three-pointer for Jeremy Lindsay. Trying to go inside, defended by Corey Wells and Lance Williams. Ball goes back to the Wildcats. Anthony Brown goes around back outside to Gary Smith. Gary Smith, who pulls up with 1 second to go.
Ball. That's the shot clock violation. Ball goes over to the Gold Rush.
Shot clock violation.
And it's a 30-second
timeout taken by the Wildcats. Xavier up by 4, scored 37-33 in this second half. Ball inbounded. TJ Jones passes out to Lance Williams, goes inside to Ewing, pulls up for 2. Rebounded by the Wildcats. Connor Dijon. Gary Smith trying to get past Lindsay. Throws it up. Ewing able to get the rebound. Lindsay goes to the corner. Lance Williams open. Off the rim. Corey Wells tries to get the rebound. Out of bounds. Goes back to the Wildcats.
Substitution in for the Wildcats. Number 10, Fugia.
Number 10, DeMarcus Fuga now coming in. Offensive foul call on Fuga.
And the foul goes against number 10. Fuga's second personal, first team foul.
Jeremy Lindsay inbounding the ball. Ewing inside. Goes back out to TJ Jones. Lindsay drives inside, loses the ball. No call going inside the paint as Lindsay gets knocked over. Gary Smith has the ball back for the Wildcats. Dijon passes inside to Fugit. Akabize goes inside and dunks it.
Basket by the Wildcats. Number 22, Akabize.
Corey Wells goes out to the corner. Lance Williams tries to shoot for three again and makes it. A three for number 23, Lance Williams.
For three.
Gold Rush now up by 5 with the score of 40-35. Gary Smith for three and banks it.
From number 35, Smith.
TJ Jones tries to go inside, pushes back out to Corey Wells, who shoots for three. High off the rim, Ewing fights on the inside to get it. Foul called. Number 44, Trey Pullins, is now checking into the game.
Number 10, assessed with the foul.
6'10" freshman from San Antonio, Texas.
Second team foul. Gold Rush ball under the basket.
Williams in the corner, passes it back out to Jones. Passes it down low to Wells. Lindsay pulls up, gets blocked. Gary Smith is able to get the ball away. Smith passes it over to number 0, Malik Kreiner. DJ Morgan fighting to get the rebound. Kreiner is able to get it back. Smith passes it over to Dijon. Brown matched up against Wells. Gary Smith.
Offensive foul on the play. And the foul goes against the Wildcats, number 44. His first personal and the
Trey Pullins gets caught on a foul. Ball going back over to the Gold Rush.
Jay Ross now with the lineup, number 21.
Jathan Ross now back on the court.
Also into the lineup.
TJ Jones makes a stop, pulls it over to Corey Wells, who pulls up for two. Pullins gets the rebound. Dijon. Push it over to Gary Smith, who shoots again for three.
Double foul on the play.
Double foul on the play.
It's against number 13, Corey Wells for the Gold Rush. It'll be his first personal, first team foul.
Jeremy Lindsay now checking
The other
in.
foul was on number
The foul was
23,
called
Brown.
against Corey Wells.
His second personal, fourth team foul.
Jathan Ross with the fake goes to the corner to TJ Jones, who shoots for three off the rim. Gary Smith fighting for the rebound. Smith passes it back to Dijon. Brown back to Smith. Pullins. Trying to get it over to Smith, who loses a handle on it. Lindsay gets it back for the Gold Rush. Jathan Ross goes to Lance Williams in the corner.
Foul on the play.
Foul gets called against number 23, Branthony Brown.
His third personal, team foul number 5. Gold rush ball. Sub is in for the gold rush.
Tracy Steele now checking in for the Gold Rush.
Tracy Steele.
And number 24, Frederick Shields.
Now in the lineup, Shields. Gold rush ball under the basket.
Under the basket,
TJ
TJ Jones with the reverse leg.
Give the assist to J. Ross.
Gold Rush up by 4. DeJohn goes inside, back out to Gary Smith, who shoots again for 3. Makes another 3.
Smith.
Gary Smith scored 4 3-pointers today to get his 12 points. Jathan Ross shoots for 3. Too high, goes off the rim. Tracy Steele gets the rebound, passes it right to the other side to Frederick Shields.
Gold rush ball.
Ball goes back to the Gold Rush.
Sub is in for the Wildcats, number 15.
Number 15 of the Wildcats now checking in. Tracy Steele goes back out to Jones. Jones drives to the corner, back out to Lindsay. Fakes it, pulls up for 2. Off the rim. Commotion under the net. Gary Smith goes up. Gets the lead. Pulling them back now up by 1. Jathan Ross from the corner. Banks a 3. Brings the Gold Rush back into the lead, up by 2. Score 45-43. Drogue loses it almost. Kreiner's able to go up, gets to shoot for 2. Foul gets called.
Foul goes against the Gold Rush. Number 0, Tracy Steele, first personal, second team foul. Kreiner, number 0, shooting at the line, 2 shots.
Kreiner shooting for 2. Looking to tie this up for the Wildcats. Misses the first. Subs now coming in. Number 11, Junquarius McGee coming in. 3 subs for the Gold Rush. Number 23, Lance Williams. Number 13, Corey Wells. Number 12, Jaquan Ewing. Second one goes in by Kreiner. Wildcats now within 1. Jones trying to cross over. Almost loses it. Pass over to Jathan Ross, who shoots for 3. Another 3 made by Jathan Ross. Jathan Ross now leading the Gold Rush with 14 points. He has 2 rebounds and also 2 assists. Crosses over, fakes, pulls up for 2, bounces out. Ewing makes the ball go high, gets it back, fighting to keep the ball in his possession. Foul gets called against Trey Pullins. He wanted a jump ball to be called.
And the foul goes against the Wildcats, number 44. Pullins, his second personal, team foul number 7. Make that number 6.
Judah Kabize now coming in for the Wildcats. TJ Jones pushes it over to Wells. Jathan Ross back over to Wells. 7.
Stepped out of the line, ball goes over to the Wildcats.
Jathan Ross stepping on the line.
For the Wildcats.
Ball goes back over to the Wildcats. Number 35, Gary Smith now checking in.
Lindsay returns into the lineup for the Gold Rush.
Jeremy Lindsay also checking in for the Gold Rush. Score is now 48-44. Xavier is in the bonus right now. Lindsay tries to block Smith, still manages to get the 3. Gary Smith, 50% from shooting for 3. TJ Jones. Corey Wells steps to get inside, floats the ball up and gets it in.
Corey Wells for 2.
Gary Smith passed over, getting defended, now getting double teamed, trying to knock the ball away. It goes back to the Wildcats. Wells and Lindsay trying to double team on Smith. Tibet now coming back up, makes the basket. Number 15. Goes off the hands of the Wildcats, goes back to the Gold Rush.
Jay Ross returns into the lineup for the Gold Rush, replacing TJ Jones.
Jathan Ross now coming back onto the floor. Louisiana Christian now within 1. Gold Rush fighting a lot more this evening. Very close match. Lead changes. Jaquan Ewing with the slam. A lot of changes this evening with the lead changes going back and forth, these two teams. After the game on Thursday, having a large lead, the Gold Rush a lot closer today. Pulls up for 3, bounces in. A 3 for number 15. Tying it up 52-52 here in the second half. Long 3 for J. Ross, and he banks it. A 3 by number 21, Jathan Ross. Gary Smith pulls up, tries to shoot for 3, off the mark, rebounded by the Gold Rush. Ball gets knocked away by the Wildcats. Goes inside, Kreiner gets fouled by Corey Wells.
Against the Gold Rush. And the foul is assessed against number 13, Corey Wells. His second personal and the 3rd team foul.
Malik Kreiner, first shot goes in. Two for 2 for Kreiner. Wildcats take a timeout, still down by 1, score 55-54. Jeremy Lindsay inbounds it for the Gold Rush. Lance Williams getting defended by Kreiner. Lindsay whips around the back of Kreiner to give it back. Shoots for three. High off the rim. Jathan Ross tries to tip it away. Goes back to Gary Smith. Smith almost gets it knocked away by Lindsay, who pokes at it. Number 15, Drew, pulls up for three. Gets his own rebound, goes under the basket. Tries to put it back up. Not able to get it.
Foul play. Correction. That's traveling against the Gold Rush.
Travel gets called against Ewing as he falls down, getting the rebound. DJ Morgan and TJ Jones now coming back for the Gold Rush.
Wildcats ball under the basket.
Gary Smith, long three. Off the rim, rebounded. Put up and in by Trey Pullins.
Basket counts. Officials timeout.
Timeout as the trainer has to come onto the floor for the Gold Rush. DJ Morgan currently on the ground, getting talked to by the trainer. A little bit shaken up as he's getting talked to right now. Seems to be setting up okay. Trying to pull him up now.
Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, for DJ Morgan.
Now coming off the floor, DJ Morgan. It's the trainer making sure that he's good. Chris Ward now stepping onto the floor. 6'9", fifth year from Bronx, New York. Lindsay passing it over to Ross. Jones trying to find the open man. Wildcats bench jumping up, seeing that Jathan Ross is open in the corner. Chris Ward comes up and slams it down. Good way to open the match. Open this possession for Chris Ward. Jeremy Lindsay with the assist. Pullins, high pass, trying to get it back over. Pullins does a spin, puts it up, and floats it in. Louisiana Christian back in the lead by one, score 58-57. Lindsay, pass it to Jones. Ross in the corner, shoots for three. Chris Ward with the rebound, puts it up, and one. Chris Ward fired up. Opportunity for a three-point play.
His third personal, team foul number 7. Chris Ward will shoot one shot.
Corey Wells now checking in.
Wells returns into the line for your Gold Rush.
Number 22, Jude Akabize, now checking in. And number 10, DeMarcus Fugan.
One shot.
Rebound. Ball goes back to the Gold Rush. Jathan Ross able to knock it off of one of the Wildcats. Passes right over to TJ Jones. Ball goes loose. Jathan Ross shooting for three. Strong as it bounces off the rim. Goes off the hands of the Gold Rush. Jathan Ross tries to shoot for three. Has 17 points in this match. 2 rebounds and 2 assists. 5 for 11 now for three-point shooting. Knocked away by Jathan. He goes up, slams it down. It's a slam for number 21, Jathan Ross. Back over, tries to lay it in. Malik Kreiner, rebound made by Chris Ward. TJ Jones trying to get around. Passes over to Corey Wells. Floats it up for two. Off the rim. Chris Ward not able to get it. It's Gary Smith. Gets stripped away again. Chris Ward fighting to get it. Jathan Ross open in the corner. Shoots for three. Off the rim. Fighting under the rim as Drew is able to get the rebound for the Wildcats. Fugit now inside. Akabuze and Ward face off. Number 22 of the Wildcats able to get one over. Keep the point within one, 61-60. Xavier in the lead by one. Another long three by TJ Jones. Off the rim, less than 4 minutes to go. Becoming tight. Drew trying to get around, goes inside to Jude. Misses it. He wants the foul. Doesn't get one. Jones talking to Coach Williams. Call a timeout. Coach Williams here in his 8th season as head coach, trying to make sure that the Gold Rush stay in the lead and don't take their foot off the gas. Both teams now coming back onto the court. Lance Williams going to inbound. Jones goes to the corner. Jeremy Lindsay fakes. Ball goes off the hands of Smith.
Gold Rush ball, side out.
Lindsay passes it over to Ewing. Ewing sets the screen for TJ Jones, who takes a long three, goes off the rim. Kreiner with the rebound. Fugit. Ball gets knocked away. Jeremy Lindsay diving to the floor. Kreiner gets it back. Fugit passes it over, driving, trying to get past Ewing, almost loses it. Drew gets the ball, pulls up for three. Off the rim, Ewing is able to get the rebound. 2 minutes and 40 to go. Tight game. Adrenaline. Running for both teams, been fighting this entire time. Hasn't been much of a large lead from either team this match. Fighting to get it. TJ Jones is able to get it back. Diving to the floor. Jump ball gets called. Ball goes to Louisiana Christian.
Possession goes to the Gold Rush. Arrow possession goes to the Wildcats.
The refs are talking to each other about possession. Jump ball has been called to go back to the Gold Rush.
It's a change of possession. The possession now goes to the Gold Rush.
Jathan Ross now checking into the game. Still seems to be some confusion as the ref is going over to the table to talk about the possession. As we all sit here and wait for the right call to be made. 2 minutes and 14 to go here in this match. Score 61-60. Jathan Ross leading with 19 points, 5 of 11 with his three-point shooting tonight. Jude Akabize has 19, followed by Gary Smith, who also has 17 on Louisiana Christian. Both TJ Jones and Lance Williams has 8 points each to each other this evening. Xavier is shooting at 41% from the field to Louisiana's 50% from the field. Free throw shooting hasn't been too many tonight, even with some of the fouls being called. Not as many fouls, definitely, as last game when they were playing against LSUA. Now Coach Williams is calling over the Gold Rush to draw up a plan to get ready, is whether they're taking possession or not. Now Gold Rush are taking the ball. Coach Williams are going to be taking the timeout. Xavier's had 10 points off of turnovers today, and Louisiana Christian to 16. Total rebounds almost been evenly matched up. A lot of aggressive play, a lot of big men coming up and getting the ball for each team. 30 for Louisiana Christian and 27 for Xavier. For this game, fouls been a lot less than last game. Xavier has 9 fouls, total team fouls to Louisiana Christian's 13. Both teams back on the court. Now Gold Rush have been confirmed to have possession. TJ Jones inbounding the ball, trying to get around, goes up to Ewing, who's able to get the ball, fights to put it up, comes down, fouls hard.
Foul on the play.
Coach Williams not happy with the call that was made.
Number 12, Ewing, his third personal. Team
Jaquan
foul.
Ewing with the foul.
Wildcats ball.
Wildcats get the ball back. Drew, number 15 of the Wildcats with the ball. Officially 2 minutes to go. Getting tight. Put up. Jude with the slam. Put the Wildcats in the lead by 1. Score 62-61 now. Feels almost like when they played against Louisiana LSU A on Thursday. TJ Jones and 1. Drives inside. Chance for the three-point play. Trying to extend the lead to 2. Lead changing almost every possession.
Fouls against number 22. His second personal. Team foul number 8. TJ Jones at the line. It's a violation.
Violation called against the Gold Rush. Ball goes back over to Louisiana Christian.
Wildcats ball.
Drew with the ball, defended by TJ Jones. Kreiner passes it back out. Gary Smith in the corner being defended, double teamed. Fugate, Drew open for 3. Off the rim, fighting inside the paint. Ewing with the rebound. TJ Jones slows it down. Has to stop the play. The shot clock wasn't going.
Timeout officials. Inoperable shot clock. Now it's a timeout by the Gold Rush.
Gold Rush take another timeout. 1 minute, 9 seconds to go. But with the lead, Xavier up by just 1 point. Scores 63-62. One minute and 9 to go. Jeremy Lindsay inbounds it to TJ Jones. Down to the wire. 59 seconds to go. Lindsay goes inside to Wells. Wells loses the ball. Fugate able to get the ball turned over. Fugate with the ball. Goes outside to Kreiner. Jude is open. All the Gold Rush fighting inside. Travel gets called as Jathan Ross comes down with the ball. Foul called. Foul gets called against Fugate. That'll be his 4th foul. The Gold Rush get the ball back. Head coach Rennie Mason not happy with the call that was made.
At the line for your Gold Rush, it'll be 1-1.
Talking to the refs right now. Jathan Ross is going to be shooting at the free throw line. Goes out the rim. Rebound is made. Drew. Timeout gets called. The Wildcats call a timeout. 30 seconds to go in this game.
Cheer your Gold Rush, get on your feet.
30 seconds to go. Louisiana Christian taking possession. Malik Kreiner inbounds it to Drew. 20 seconds to go. Trying to count down the clock. Pass over to Fugit. Fugit goes back out to Kreiner. Defended by Corey Wells. Blocked by Ewing. Ewing, tight defense, tries to go under the net. Passes it out to Gary Smith. Timeout gets called. Louisiana Christian trying to hang on. 7.8 seconds to go. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Timeout was made. Trying to make sure the Wildcats get a good possession. They only have one chance to score here, or the Gold Rush will take the win here at home. The Gold Rush now coming back onto the court. Gary Smith is waiting in the corner to get his shot off. It's been extremely crucial for Louisiana Christian in their 3 points this season. Drew driving, tries to draw it, pulls back for two, doesn't get it off. Foul gets called as Chris Ward tries to block Jude, who tries to get the shot off. 0.7 seconds to go.
Against the Gold Rush. The foul goes against number 20, Chris Ward.
Chris Ward with the foul. Number 22, Jude Akabize, has 21 points this evening. It's 10 for 12. has 2 shots. Convocation Center in an uproar, trying to get him to miss. Misses the first one. Takes a timeout. The Wildcats missed the first. One more shot for Akabuze, or the Gold Rush will redeem themselves and take the dub here at home, here in the Convocation Center. Student section on their feet. The section for Louisiana Christian sitting down, anxious and waiting to see whether or not this next shot might decide this game or possibly take us into overtime. Gold Rush now coming back onto the court. Cheerleaders trying to apply pressure. Home crowd trying to apply pressure. Trying to charge up. Jathan Ross almost caught on the floor, having 6. TJ Jones trying to tell his team to calm down. This shot goes in, we go to overtime. If it doesn't, Gold Rush win. All holding. Here it goes. Shot goes in. We are tied 63-63. The Gold Rush now take a timeout. 0.7 to go. Coach A.J. Williams now trying to draw something up for his team to see if they can make something shake in this last 0.7 seconds in this match. And we're back. Jeremy Lindsay has to throw it inside. Ewing over to Tracy Steele, tries to put it up. Air balls it, not enough time. That is the end of overtime now. This might be first overtime for the season for the Gold Rush. They get 5 minutes to play. End of regulation 63-63. And here we go, getting ready for overtime. Starting overtime, Ewing, Jude to the tip-off. Ball goes into the hands of the Gold Rush as we kick off overtime. TJ Jones opens it up. Lindsay passes back over. Lindsay fakes it. Goes back out to Jones, who pulls up for three. Banks it. TJ Jones, 4-3. Xavier now back up. Kreiner goes inside Jude. Goes inside and makes it two. Jude invaluable. Going up right now, Corey Wells with two. Jude Akabuze now has 24 points, 11 for 13. Been hard to stop him this evening, the Gold Rush. Trying to find a way to be able to secure this win. Chris Ward now coming back into the match for the Gold Rush. Kreiner inbounds it. Fugit loses the ball. Goes to the Gold Rush. Inbounded. TJ Jones trolling the floor with the ball in his hand. Wells trying to set a screen. Lance Williams shoots for three. Off the rim. Gary Smith is able to get the rebound. Drew coming down the court. Fugit tries to find Jude. Chris Ward, match of the evening. Kreiner is able to finish it for Jude. Not able to finish it as Chris Ward applies pressure against him. Jathan Ross checking in at the table, looking to come in. TJ Jones pulls up for two. Not able to get the rebound. Drew is able to get it for Louisiana Christian. Gary Smith in the corner for three. Off the rim, fighting to the ground. Kreiner gets it. Foul gets called against. Foul called against Chris Ward. Malik Kreiner fighting to get that rebound. Jaquan Ewing coming in and Jathan Ross for the Gold Rush. Drew now checking. Inbounds it to Jude. Back over to Drew. Goes inside. Completely loses the ball, but Kreiner is able to get it back for Louisiana Christian. Three gets taken by Fugit. Three goes in. Louisiana Christian now up by two with the score 70-68. TJ Jones goes outside to Lindsay, who shoots for three. Banks it. Gold Rush now back in the lead and up by one. Score 71-70. Timeout gets taken. At the end of regulation, Louisiana Christian has been shooting at total field goal. They've been shooting at 49% to Xavier's 41 total percent this game. Three-point shooting, Xavier's shooting at 31% to Louisiana Christian's 36. Free throw at the line, Xavier has been out shooting at 60% from the free throw line to Louisiana Christian's 50%. Again, Jude, number 22 for Louisiana Christian, is setting the standard for this team. Feeding the ball, he very rarely misses with field goals, having 11 for 13 this evening. He has 8 rebounds and only 2 fouls in this match. Next is Gary Smith. He is 5 of 13 shooting for 3 this evening with 17 points. He has 4 rebounds himself. Next, everyone else on the team has under 5 points. Gary Smith and Jude have been the main scorers for this game. Very important that Gold Rush make sure that they don't get the ball in their hand and make sure they don't stay hot for the 2 minutes and 17 seconds of this game. Drew passes it over to Malik Kreiner. Loses the ball. Ewing gets it back. TJ Jones trying to take it slow for the Gold Rush. Coach A.J. Williams making sure that the play happens for the Gold Rush. Jones trying to get past. Ward sets the screen. Lindsay pushes it back out to Jones. Ewing trying to get around. Gary Smith gets called on the foul. 1 minute and 49 to go. Both teams are now in the bonus. Ewing is going to shoot for 2.
Team foul number 10.
Score for this game is more spread out across the board for the Gold Rush, but the 2 main scorers have been Jathan Ross and TJ Jones. Jathan Ross has 19, while TJ Jones has 13. Here, Jaquan Ewing with 9 rebounds and 4 points. Makes the first shot. Be 5 points for him. Number 22, Jude, comes back into the game for the Wildcats. See if we can extend the lead by 3. And it bounces in. Score is 73-70. 1 minute and 45 to go. Fugate getting double teamed by Torrin Bell and Chris Ward. Ball goes back in the hands of the Gold Rush. Jude is upset at that call as Chris Ward rushed in to stop him as he was open under the basket. Can't have Jude to be able to be open for the Wildcats, or else he will put up those points for Louisiana Christian. Wildcat bench upset at the call that it got called against the Wildcats off of his hand.
Technical foul against the Wildcats. Number 10, Fugate. Technical foul.
Technical foul gets called against Fugate. Head coach Rennie Mason in the ear of the ref, not happy at all. TJ Jones shooting. First one goes off the rim.
Number 10 has fouled out.
Number 10, DeMarcus Fugate, 6'4" junior forward, has now fouled out of the game with his technical foul.
TJ Shee.
Second shot, free throw made for TJ Jones. The Gold Rush are now up by 4. Score 74-70. .90 seconds to go in this match. TJ Jones trying to get around, pulls up for 2, floats it, banks it in. TJ Jones for 2. Gold Rush now up by 6. 76-70. Drew with the ball in his hand. Passed over to Lazard. Back over to Drew. Goes to Gary Smith. Shoots for 3. Goes back up. Kreiner. Chris Ward falls to the ground. Ball goes back to Louisiana Christian. Torrin Bell. Now coming back in.
It's the Wildcats' ball into the basket.
Wildcats have the ball under their basket. Ball goes back to Lazard. Tries to go under. Goes up. Gets fouled.
Foul on the play. And the foul goes against number 22, Torrin Bell. His second personal, team foul. foul number 7.
Torin Bell gets called on the foul.
With 2 shots.
Number 21, Amarion Lazard. First one bounces out.
Jay Ross back in the lineup for the Gold Rush.
Jathan Ross.
1 shot.
One for 2 at the line.
Sub is in for the Gold Rush.
Corey Wells now back in.
Now on the lineup.
50 seconds to go.
Ball.
TJ Jones trying to keep it under control for the Gold Rush. Crosses back over, trying to get past Drew. 5'9" sophomore. Trying to play hard against TJ Jones. Goes to Ewing. Goes under. Throws the ball up. Corey Wells gets it back. Goes back outside. Jathan Ross for 3. Off the rim. Jude gets the rebound. Goes over to Drew. Ball goes out of bounds. Off the hands of the Wildcats and goes back into the possession of the Gold Rush.
Gold Rush ball.
TJ Jones with the ball gets fouled.
It's against the Wildcats, number 0, Kreiner.
Malik Kreiner fouls TJ Jones.
Two-shot foul at the line for the Gold Rush.
2 shots for the Gold Rush. 11.7 to go here in overtime. Xavier have a lead of 6, score 77 to 71.
1 shot.
Second one bounces in off the rim. Almost gets the steal. Gary Smith loses the ball. Corey Wells puts it back over. High pass over to TJ Jones, who lets the clock run out. And the Gold Rush win 78 to 71 here in overtime here at the Convocation Center against Louisiana Christian Wildcats. The Gold Rush will now be 10-3, making Louisiana Christian 3-11. Louisiana Christian now have lost 6 straight games. And their next home game is going to be here at January 25th on a Thursday, playing against Southwest at 7:30. And then that Saturday, they'll be playing against Paul Quinn on the 27th at 4 p.m. Your leading scores for this game, Jude Akabize was 11 for 13, had 9 rebounds and 2 fouls with 24 points this evening. Almost hard for the Gold Rush to be able to stop him this evening, but they managed to pull away with the win. Second leading scorer, Gary Smith, the former Xavierite, was 6 for 18, 5 for 14, shooting for 3, had 4 rebounds, 1 foul, and 17 points. Leading scorers for this evening for your Gold Rush, Jathan Ross was 7 for 15 from the field, 5 for 13, shooting 3-pointers, had 3 rebounds and 2 assists with 19 points. TJ Jones was 6 of 13 from the field, 4 assists, 1 rebound, and 18 points. Jeremy Lindsay, Corey Wells, and Lance Williams had 8 points each. Gold Rush are happy to have the win back at home, trying to get themselves back on track as they get into playoff season. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys will show up here at the Convocation Center here for their next home game again on January 25th and 27th. I've been your student broadcaster, Zora Thomas, and I hope you all have a good rest of your evening.